The Xylos Empire thought it was just another routine abduction, a quick snatch hand grab on a backwater planet called Earth. Their prize? A pair of human twins, young, healthy, and perfect specimens for their bioenhancement programs. The Xylos commander Gralak watched the live feed from his command chair, a smug grin spreading across his scaly features. The twins, a boy and a girl, were spirited away from their quiet, suburban home in the dead of night. Easy, too easy. The local authorities were a joke, and the planetary defense system was non-existent. Grolak leaned back, already imagining the accolades he'd receive. He should have paid more attention to the file. He should have read past the first page that listed the target's location and genetic markers. If he had, he would have seen the name of their mother, General Eva Rustova, a name that didn't mean much to the Xylos, but in the human military command. It was a name spoken with a mixture of awe and absolute terror. They called her the Iron Mother. She wasn't just a general, she was a legend, a strategist who had single-handedly turned the tide in the Proxima Wars, a woman who had stared down machine gods and made them blink, a mother whose children had just been stolen. Whenever Rostova received the alert, she wasn't at a command post or a war room. She was on leave, tending her garden. The message flashed across her personal datapad, a silent, coded emergency signal from her home security system. Her blood ran cold. She accessed the local feeds, her fingers flying across the holographic interface. She saw the Xylos ship, the tractor beam, the empty rooms where her children should have been sleeping. For a moment, the universe went silent. Then, a cold, calculated fury ignited within her. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She simply stood up, wiped the dirt from her hands, and walked inside. Her first call wasn't to the Planetary Defense Force. It was to a ghost. A retired admiral living under a new identity, a man who owed her his life. "I'm calling in the favor, Marcus," she said, her voice calm and level, yet carrying a weight that could crack planets. "I need the Nightfall." Marcus didn't ask questions. He knew that tone. He simply replied, "It's yours, Eva. Coordinates." The Nightfall wasn't on any official fleet registry. It was a prototype stealth frigate, a ghost ship with experimental weapons. Officially decommissioned but unofficially kept ready for a day just like this. Aboard the Xylos vessel, Gralak was celebrating. The human twins were secured in the holding bay. They were crying, scared but unharmed. He ordered the ship to jump to the core worlds. A standard protocol, but as the navigation officer initiated the sequence, alarms blared across the bridge. A ship had just appeared off their port bow. It hadn't been on any long-range sensors. It just materialized. It was sleek, black, and utterly silent. It bore no markings of the human fleet. Gralak stared at the view screen, confused. "Will identify them," he barked. The response came not through official channels, but as a direct, unsecured transmission to his command chair. It was a woman's voice, cold, precise. "This is General Eva Rostova of the human vessel Nightfall. You have something that belongs to me? You have exactly 30 seconds to return my children before I turn your glorified cargo hauler into a cloud of radioactive dust." "The clock is ticking," Gralak laughed. "One ship against his battlecruiser." He hailed them back. "General, you are in no position to make demands." He never finished the sentence. A lance of pure energy, unlike anything he'd ever seen, sliced through his ship's shields like they were paper. The entire port side of his vessel vaporized. The ship groaned, its structural integrity failing. Panic erupted on the bridge. Rostova's voice returned, even calmer than before. "That was a warning. 20 seconds. Grolak's smugness evaporated, replaced by primal fear. He frantically ordered the release of the twins. He saw the transport pod jettison from his failing ship, moving towards the black frigate. He finally understood. This wasn't a military operation. It was a mother coming to collect her children. And heaven help anyone who stood in her way. The Xylos Empire had just made the biggest mistake in its 1,000-year history. They had messed with the wrong mother. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.